everybody, and welcome back to Little Feet. It's lovely to be back with you again, and I'm going to tell you some stories, and we're going to do some songs, and maybe we'll do some crafts as well. Well, I hope you've had a good summer. We did, but it's got a bit cold now, and we've been hearing some funny noises over the last few nights. Have you been hearing some noises too? They go bang, bang, bang. Do you know what they are? They're fireworks up in the sky, and they make lovely pretty lights, but they make some very loud noises. I don't know if you like the loud noises. I don't, but I do like the pretty lights. And when I look out in the dark night sky and I see all these lovely beautiful fireworks lighting up the sky, it reminds me of what happened to the world at the very, very beginning. Would you like me to tell you the story? Okay, here we go. In the beginning, there was nothing. Nothing to hear, nothing to feel, nothing to see. Only emptiness and darkness and nothing but nothing. But God was there, and God had a wonderful plan. I'll take this emptiness, God said, and I'll fill it up. Out of the darkness, I'm going to make lights. And out of the nothing, I'm going to make everything. Like a mummy bird flutters her wings over her eggs to help her babies hatch, God hovered over the deep, silent darkness. He was making life happen. God spoke, that's all. And whatever he said, it happened. God said, "Hello, light," and light shone into the darkness. God called the light day and the darkness night. "You're good," God said. And they were. Then God said, "Hello, sea, hello, sky," and a great space opened up wide and deep and high. "You're good," God said. And they were. Then God said, "Hello, land," and there, splashing up through the oceans, came cliffs, mountains, sandy beaches. "You're good," God said. And they were. "Hello, trees," God said. "Hello, grass and flowers." And everything everywhere burst into life. He made buds bud, shoots shoot, and flowers flower. "You're good," God said. And they were. "Hello, stars," God said. "Hello, sun, hello, moon." And whizzing into the darkness came fiery globes, spinning around and around, whirling orange and purple and golden planets. "You're good," God said. And they were. "Hello, birds," God said. And with a fluttering and flapping and chirping and singing, birds filled the skies. "Hello, fish," God said. And with a darting and dashing and wriggling and splashing, fish filled the seas. "You're good," God said. And they were. "Hello, animals," and everyone came out to play. The earth was filled with many noises, growling and gobbling and snapping and snorting and happy scuffling. "You're good," God said. And they were. God saw all that he had made, and he loved them. And they were lovely, because he loved them. But God saved the best for last. From the beginning, God had a shining dream in his heart. He would make people to share his forever happiness. They would be his children, and the world would be their perfect home. So God breathed life into Adam and Eve. When they opened their eyes, the first thing they ever saw was God's face. And when God saw them, he was like a new dad. "You look like me," he said. "You're the most beautiful thing I've ever made." God loved them with all of his heart, and they were lovely because he loved them. And Adam and Eve joined in the song of the stars and the streams and the wind in the trees, the wonderful song of love to the one who made them. Their hearts were filled with happiness, and nothing ever made them sad or lonely or sick or afraid. God looked at everything he had made. "Perfect," he said. And it was. But all the stars and the mountains and oceans and galaxies and everything were nothing compared to how much God loved his children. He would move heaven and earth to be near them, always, whatever happened, whatever it cost him. He would always love them. And so it was that the wonderful love story began. Did you enjoy that story? Do you know the best thing about that story is that it's true. God really did make the world. He made the sun and the moon and the stars. He made the plants, the animals, the trees, the seas, the mountains, the hills. And best of all, he made you and he made me. And he loves us very, very much. And it's good to remember that, isn't it? Well, so that to help us remember the story, we're going to make something that was in the story. Now, can you think of some of the things that were in the story? There was the sunshine, the moon, the light, the dark, the sea, the trees, the land, the mountains, the hills, the animals, the birds, the fish that... Oh, what was that last one? The fish. Would you like to help me make a fish? Okay, well, if you want to do this, you're going to need a paper plate, or even just a cardboard circle will do. It doesn't have to be a paper plate, but it's easier to start with that. Get your mummy or daddy to help you cut out a circle if you haven't got a paper plate. And you're going to need some scissors, or get your grown-up to use the scissors, unless you've got special children's safety scissors. These are not special children's ones. But if you've got some special children's ones, you can have a go at cutting it out. Otherwise, get your mummy or daddy to help you. And what you need to do is you take your paper plate and you cut out a triangle. There we go. So I've got my paper plate with a hole in it and a triangle. Then next, you're going to need to turn it around and glue the triangle onto the back of the fish. So then he's got a mouth here and he's got a tail. Okay? Once you've got your fish, have a go at decorating it. You could stick some coloured paper or some coloured tissue paper, like this tropical fish. Or you can make something like this. If you haven't got any tissue paper, you could use Mummy's cake cases. Look, you just fold them in half and they look like scales. Or you could just paint a fish. Look, this one's got blobs on it. You could use your finger to do some finger painting and make some blobs on your fish. Or paint it whatever colour you like. If you're feeling really adventurous, maybe you could make a whole aquarium, like this one or this one. It would be lovely to see some of your designs, to see how creative you all are and what you can come up with. Now, do you know, I know a song about a fish. Do you know a song about a fish? I know a few actually, but one of the ones I really like is all about a fish, a slippery fish that's swimming through the water. Do you know that song? Will you sing it with me? You ready? A slippery fish, swimming in the water. A slippery fish, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no! He's been eaten by an octopus, swimming in the water. An octopus, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no! He's been eaten by a crocodile, swimming in the water. A crocodile, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no! He's been eaten by a great white shark, swimming in the water. A great white shark, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no! He's been eaten by a humongous whale, swimming in the water. Humongous whale, burp, burp, burp. Oh my goodness! That's very rude. Excuse me. Now that song had quite a lot of different creatures in it, didn't it? It had a fish and an octopus and a crocodile and a shark and a whale. Wow. Well, I know another song with lots of animals in. if we go tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe down to the jungle, what do you think we'll find in the jungle? Should we find out? Down in the jungle, what can you see? What can you see? If you hear a noise, what would it be? What would it be? What's the first noise we can hear? Roar! Roar! What's that? Well, I think I hear a lion. Roar! Roar! I think I hear a lion. Roar! Roar! I think I hear a lion. Roar! Roar! That is what I see. That is what I see. Shall we go back down to the jungle? Down in the jungle, what can you see? What can you see? If you hear a noise, what could it be? What could it be? Listen. What's that? It's an elephant with a great big long trunk. Well, I think I saw an elephant. I think I saw an elephant. I think I saw an elephant. That is what I see. That is what I see. Ready to go back down to the jungle? Down in the jungle, what can you see? What can you see? If you hear a noise, what could it be? What could it be? Listen, what can we hear in the jungle? What was that? Well, I think I saw a monkey. I think I saw a monkey. I think I saw a monkey. That is what I see. That is what I see. Wow, did you enjoy our trip to the jungle? We're getting everywhere today, aren't we? Well, where else do you think we could go exploring? Can you think of some of the other things that God made? What about if we look up, especially at night time? What can you see in the sky? Can you see stars? Shall we sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star? Get your twinkly stars ready. Can you hear the twinkly stars? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Well done, are you ready to sing it one more time? Here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. And now we've just got time for one more song. And this is to remind us that God is a great big God who made all of the world. And this song is Our God is a Great Big God. Are you ready? Ready for lots of jumping and dancing? Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hand. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. He's higher than a skyscraper, and He's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe, and beyond my wildest dreams. And He's known me, and He's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. He's higher than a skyscraper, and He's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe, and beyond my wildest dreams. And He's known me, and He's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. He holds us in His hands. And He holds us in His hands. And He holds us in His hands. And He holds us in His hands. Yay! Well done, everybody. Well, that's all we have time for this week, but I hope you enjoyed the story and joined in with lots of the singing, and have lots and lots of fun this week making loads and loads of fish. And we'll see you again next week. Bye.